Shri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to our online class Ekalaiva. Today we are going to see class is 4. The topic name is plants living and surviving. The topic name is plants See, in the last session we saw that for part 1, okay. Today we have to see the part 3. Part 3 is the eating habit of animals. Eating habit of animals. We know very well each and every animals having the different type of the eating habits, isn't it? The different type of eating habits we have to see in this part 2. See, adaptation of animals for their food habits. Adaptation of animals for their food habits. We know that animals can be classified into 4 groups. Animals are classified into 4 groups based on their food habits. Based on their food habits, animals are classified into 4 groups. What are they means? One is the herbivorous. Second one is the carnivores. Third one is omnivores, and then final fourth one is parasites. In the previous classes, you saw this first basic 3 topics, isn't it? The first 3 topics we have to, the last classes you saw. But in this 4th standard, they given the extra additional one as the parasites, okay. Each and everything we have to see. Listen, first one herbivorous. Herbivorous means we know that animals which have the plant and plant product. Plant and plant product means these animals are called herbivorous. Herb means plants. So, plant eating animals are called herbivorous. We know that what are the herbivorous means? These animals are the herbivorous. What are this? Cow, deer, elephant, giraffe, these animals are called the herbivorous. Apart from this animals, some birds, insects also having plants. So, all the animals are called herbivorous. Second one is the carnivores. Carnivores means animals which eat the flesh of other animals. Some animals eat other animals' flesh. So, like these animals are called carnivores animals. Okay, we know that lion, tiger, these animals are eating flesh of the other animals. So, they are called the carnivores. Next, third one is the omnivores. Omnivores means some animals eat both plant products, plant as well as the flesh of other animals. So, they can eat both plant and animals. So, like these animals are called omnivores. These animals are called omnivores. What is the example for the omnivores means? We can say this bear, crow, pig, dog. These animals are the example for omnivores. Next one is the parasites. Parasites means some animals depending on other animals for their food. Some animals depending on other animals for their food. So, like these animals are called parasites, isn't it? See, first one we have to see herbivorous animals. What is the herbivorous animals? Plant eating animals are called herbivorous animals. We already saw, isn't it? See, they have, what are the special features for this herbivorous animals means? They having sharp biting and strong grinding teeth. They having sharp biting and then sharp grinding teeth. We know very well our teeth we can divide in the 4. What does that means? Binding teeth and then chewing teeth, molar, premolar, like this 4 type of the teeth is there, especially these animals having sharp biting teeth. Biting teeth means while they eating the plant as a grass or a leaf, like that means they can bite. First of all, we have to bite that food. So, they are having sharp biting teeth. After that, they have to grind that leaf and things. That's why they are having the strong grinding teeth. So, this is the special feature for this herbivorous animals. So, clear? They are having sharp biting teeth as well as the strong grinding teeth they have. Then after that, plants having the starch content is present in the plant's product. We know that no, they are so they especially they having the digestive 4 guts will be present in these animals. Usually man and some other animals having only one chamber of the stomach, but these like herbivorous animals especially having the 4 chambers of stomach, because of they can digest their starch content. The plants having starch content, so they have to digest the starch content, that's why they are having 4 chamber of the stomach. Clear? Then they have long and strong legs. They have long and strong legs. This is the second feature for this herbivorous animals. What are the example for the herbivorous animals? We know very well, cow, deer, elephant, giraffe, rabbit, like these are all called the herbivorous animals. Apart from the animals, some insects and birds also called the herbivorous. What are they means? Insects we can say grasshoppers. Grasshoppers we say that no, some grasshoppers biting the leaf slowly. We saw now many where the leaf will be the half of the portions will be there, because some grasshoppers like some insects eating that leaf of the plant. Then next one is the silkworm. Silkworm, we know that no, the silkworm eating the mulberry plant, the mulberry leaf they have to eat. Like that some other animals, even the some what is that, birds also eating the plant. We can say the parrot and some other birds are there, no, they are eating the nuts and fruits like this. So these are all the plant and plant product animal which can eat, means these animals are called plant eating animals, also called herbivorous animals. Next, second one we have to see carnivores. See, second one we have to see carnivorous animals. Carnivorous animals means animals which can eat the flesh of other animals. Flesh of other animals. Even they are also animals, but they are eating the flesh of other animals, especially herbivorous. Herbivorous animals they are taking as a food. As the prey of this carnivores means the herbivorous animals. Okay, a deer, cow, like rabbit, like these animals they have to take this, the flesh they can eat as a food. See, the flesh eating animals are called herbivorous. Okay, what are the special feature for this carnivorous animals means they have well developed tearing teeth. We saw that the herbivorous had the biting teeth and grinding teeth, isn't it? As well as these animals having, these carnivorous animals having well developed tearing teeth. They have well developed tearing teeth. Tearing teeth means, see, this is the tearing teeth. The 4 teeth, the second type of the teeth is called the tearing teeth. We can see that no, the tearing teeth, it is very pointed and sharp. So that's why they can easily catch the prey and tear the prey. It is, they can see, you can see here, no, they can easily catch the prey. Mostly we are using the hand for the catch other things is no, but they having very sharp pointed teeth of the biting teeth. So that's why they can tear and catch the other animals, as well as they tear the flesh of other animals. This is a special feature for this carnivorous animals. We know that now the example for the carnivores as well as the lion, tiger, dog and some other animals we can say they are all carnivorous. Next one, how the herbivorous animals, insects and birds also there, the same like some birds also called the herbivorous, carnivorous. What does that means? We can say eagle and vulture. Eagle and vulture having they have sharp beaks as well as they have the claws. Claws means the legs will be there, the animal, the bird, no, the legs will be there like this, like a pointed sharp pin like that. So this legs help them, it is called the claws. It is called the claws. This claws help them to catch the prey as well as they having the sharp beaks. Sharp beaks means in the head they having one thing, no, it will be very sharp, pointed. Okay, so they can easily catch the prey and they can tear that animals of flesh, isn't it? This is the special feature for the carnivorous animals. See, Third one we have to see omnivores. Third one is the omnivores. Omnivores means I told some animals can eat both plant and flesh of other animals. They can eat both. They can digest as well as the plant as well as the flesh of other animals' flesh. So these like animals are called omnivorous animals. We know that example for this omnivorous animals means monkey, bear, and then some foxes, crow, birds. For example, for the omnivore is the crow. So many animals are there in the omnivores. See, last one is the parasites. Fourth topic is parasites. See, some animals live on or inside the body of the other animals. So these like animals are called parasite. I told parasite means animal which live on another animal, which live or which depend for their food on other animals. That animals are called parasite. Are you clear? We can say the best example for the parasite, we can say the mosquito. Mosquitoes, we know that no, they didn't have any developed digestive path. Okay, that's why they need the help of other animals to get their food. So like this animals are called parasites. See, animals, see, the animals on which parasite, the parasite animal is there, no, this parasite depend in which animal, on which animal this parasite is depend, that animal is called the host. That animal is called host. Host means which give the food for that parasite animal, that animal is called the host. For example, mosquito is a parasite. Okay, the mosquito getting the food. What is the food for the mosquito? The blood, isn't it? So the human being is called the host. Are you clear? See, which animal depend their food on other animals, that animal is called parasite, as well as which animal giving the food for that parasite, that animal is called host. So human beings, we are the host. They even the carnivores, herbivores, as well as they also having some special features for this food habit. What are the special features means? These animals having suckers and hooks, tubes, like this things is their host are having. What is the suckers means? See, here we can see, no, actually it is the leech. It is called leech. See, this leech, the mouth of the leech is there, no, it is called the suckers. The suckers means once it is attached on the host means they secrete, they have the mouth, it is actually mouth, this mouth having some suckers. Suckers means it is there upper and lower lips. Upper and lower lips is called the suckers. This suckers help them to suck the blood from the host. Okay, it is the special things for this leech. Next one is the parasites. Mosquito. This mosquito having the sucker tube. It is called the one small tube. You can see, you know, some like insects will injection like this thing, you know, the pin like thing. It is called the sucking tube. This sucking tube help them to suck the blood from the host. Next one, many worms present inside our human beings and some other animals also. Even the dog also many times is hatching, no, scratching on the body, because many of the parasites present on their body, that's why they are always scratching on their body. Then I told the worms, no, worms mean it is the tapeworm. Tapeworm, we can see many hooks here, no, it is called the hooks, sucker hooks. Okay, it has helped them to attach on the host body. Then a parasite, liver fluke, the round worm, like that many worms is there. Each and every worms having the special things. Special things means special organs is there for sucking the food from the host body. Thank you children. The topic is over. We have to see next class. To receive our online class, press the subscribe button. You can get the update our online class. Thank you children.